Yeah, I was excited about our guys getting a fast start today. I think that was the goal. It's the goal every game, but to start early and start fast, I thought we had good energy on offense. I thought they had a good plan in terms of how to execute. Every time we play them, it's really physical. It was physical again. It's always going to be physical. I thought some players had some good individual performances. We still have a long way to go to improve to get where we want to go. We are not as efficient and together as we need to be, but we are physical and we are resilient, and we do have guys that believe in physicality, which is going to keep you in every game if you got guys that can play physical. So we'll learn some lessons from this one, and then we'll go on the road in our conference to a really hard place to play.
Coach, what have you learned about your secondary through 5 games?
That we're a work in progress. I mean, we have some bad eye control moments where guys don't see what they're supposed to see. They will work at getting better. We're putting hands on people a little better. We're getting balls down, 50-50 balls. We've worked really hard on that. We got to continue to do it. But I mean, I'm proud of the growth we've had and the development we've had.
How satisfying was the offensive and defensive performances on third down today, given what happened last week against Alabama?
You know, I didn't think we played as good as we can defensively third down wise, and I don't know how to judge offense. I know the numbers say so, but I don't really agree with the numbers because we had a bad taste in our mouth to finish there with the young kids in where we gave up. I felt like we gave up some third downs, but maybe we didn't. Maybe they were fourth downs, but it was just we can play better.
Kirby, how good was it to see the payoff on C.J. Allen's punch out tonight?
Huge. I can't tell you how hard Schumann and defensive staff have worked. I mean, we sacrificed 10, 20, 30, like 30, 40 practice minutes, which are like golden nuggets. I mean, to y'all 30, 40 minutes is nothing, but 30, 40 minutes out of a week to nothing but attempts and strip outs and targeting balls and punching balls is really big. And I mean, I didn't see it, but it looks like he used one of the tools that we had to punch it.
Kirby, you always talk about physicality in this game, how it stands out to you. What stood out about the way you guys performed in that regard today?
Well, we did control the line of scrimmages. We have a depth in our defensive line. We have some size, and I'm starting to look across our league, and I'm like, okay, we played this team, we played this team, we played this team, and we played these teams, and I'm like, man, I feel like the defensive lines there's just less big bodies than there used to be in our league. Maybe they're spread out more. And SEC was known for super big physical defensive lines, and we're all a work in progress now. And the one thing that ours has been consistent on is controlling the line of scrimmage, and our offensive line has done a good job with the controlling the line of scrimmage, at least for the game so far. You have to have that.
Speaking of offensive line, Monroe came out after that first drive. What's the stats?
Ankle. Don't know how bad or severe it was. It was an ankle. He retaped, tried to put pressure on it, couldn't. Bo practiced all week at right and had to go at left. Didn't take many reps there. Micah's dealing with a hamstring pull from week before. He was able to go he didn't give me any reps in practice, and then his shoulder slipped out, which he's dealing with, and he came back. But, I mean, they're a mass unit. I mean, it's tough sledding. It's the dangest thing I've ever seen with the offensive line in terms of, never played with two freshmen, never played with 5 guys, and having to roll guys. It's been really tough.
What kind of message does that send to the rest of the offense when Micah, continues to go out there when he's not 100%? I saw you wrap your arm around him after one of those first half scores. Just talk a little bit about how he's just gotten it out there.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably not the only guy. Jordan Hall's that way. We have a tough culture here. We have a physical culture here, and they believe in pushing through if they can. And I'm proud of them for that. That there's value for them in terms of the culture they develop for our team, but there's value for them in terms of what they want to do at the next level, because those guys play hurt every week. And that's the first question they ask is, these guys, Tate Ratledge, Dylan Fairchild, they all played hurt last year. So if that's your culture, then they want guys that are willing to go out there and play with bumps and bruises, and our guys have really pushed through that.
You have the injury update on Jordan Hall?
Yeah, he's just dinged up. I mean, I don't know specifically what it is. He's had patella, he's had some knee issues, and he gets dinged up a lot and comes back.
In terms of Gunner's progression, what's impressed you the most so far this season?
Well, I would say he had the most growth today in terms of downfield throws, layered throws, stepping up in the pocket. Still has some more to do. He only had his first pick. I mean, it's like it's going to happen. It's like it didn't faze him. He knows he wish he had that one back, but you can't throw a pick unless you take some risk, and you can't make plays unless you take some risk. And he's growing out of the risk aversion and moving towards, can I make calculated decisions that are the right ones and use the skill set of the players we have.
With Hewley, just what has his progression been like? And what does it say about him that he's able to come in and play right tackle against Tennessee and then play pretty much a whole game of left tackle today?
He's just a competitor, man. That guy loves football. He should be the poster child for fire, passion, and energy. He never stops cheering. He's in the halftime geeking people up. Like he loves football. He plays hard. He loves Georgia. I mean, he struggles to keep his weight up sometimes, but you love the way the guy plays, and I appreciate his competitive toughness.
You mentioned off the top the emphasis on starting fast. What does that look like in practices? I guess you try to get that into them versus, especially with the challenge of being an early kickoff.
Yeah, there was nothing we did at practice to start faster. If we did, we'd do it every game. I mean, we can't control that. So, I mean, we talked about it. We wanted to start fast. We wanted to bring our own juice. And, we say FPE doesn't come in a pill. FPE doesn't come by way of an audience. FPE doesn't come by it's a decision you make. And our guys made the decision today to have it.
2 scores for Dylan, and he also had a big catch. Just how big was he today and what he means to this offense?
Yeah, I'm so excited for him. Probably most proud of the catch he had over on our sideline. The 2 other plays were almost walk-ins. They were well blocked. It probably wasn't about what he did. It was more about what the other 10 people did. But Dylan has been very selfless since he's been here. He has not had many opportunities this year to touch the ball and make plays, and he has not complained one bit. And he continues to work, and I appreciate who Dylan Bell is, and I really appreciate all those wideouts because it's a good group that has stayed the course, and they understand who they are.
You mentioned he's been selfless. What are some of the ways he's done that?
He blocks. He doesn't complain when he doesn't get the ball. I mean, we've had that play in for him for several weeks, and it hadn't hit. And we had a couple plays we've given him the ball, and it's not there, and he just gets bottled up, and it's like, those plays work in practice. It's not like we pick them and say, oh, this play is really bad in practice. Let's run it in the game. We run that play in practice. It works, and then it doesn't in the game. It's disheartening, and sometimes that's just football.
Kirby, going back to that first interception, Gunner, sometimes there's a mental hurdle with things like that. How did you feel he responded after that?
I think he was great. I don't remember the drive after it. I just remember talking to him and told him that it was okay, that's going to happen, and he's just got to keep getting better. I don't remember the next drive.
Elias Williams has 3 catches today, I think, and just what's been his progression the last couple of weeks since game 1?
Yeah, Elias is a worker. Like he actually spends, 50-60% of his time on the scout team. So he's blocking Q, Gabe, Christian, and he's over there like working. Kentucky runs a lot of the same plays we do. So we just said, hey, he can get these same plays with us, and he'll get better. And he's becoming a really physical presence and a blocker. And he's obviously a big target. And, some of those were just lucky they went his way because it was a bootleg he was like the third option. It went to him. That could have been Luck or Oscar, but it just so happened it was him. So it's not about something he's doing. He's just getting better. He's working hard, and he really grinds in practice. The guy takes 40, 50 reps in practice.
Coming off the loss, what impressed you the most about the response from this team, especially with it being as young as it is?
I wasn't shocked at all by the response to the team. I expected it. To be honest with you, I was proud of the way they played in the Alabama game. And I told them that we got a good football team. It didn't always go our way. We did a lot of good things in that game, and if we continue to get better, then we'll be where we need to be. And if we don't get better, then we won't. And there's only so many teams that are going to keep getting better.
On that note, with the way last week ended for Cash and find the end zone today, how do you feel about how happy are you to get a little redemption there?
Yeah, it's not redemption for me. Like Cash is one of our better players. So Cash Charts had the most broken tackles in our camp. We have good defensive football players, and if he has the second most broken tackles, Chauncey was 1, he was 2 in the back room. He was 3 total because Zach Branch was ahead of him. So when you get Cash the ball in space, he can break tackles. I go off who breaks tackles, and he broke tackles today. He made plays, and he's got burst. He went down and made a tackle on kickoff inside the 20, and, hey, football players are going to be football players. He's a football player.
You talked about guard progression, passing down the field. Do you think that's a result of how teams defended you guys throughout the season, or more so reps in practice and reps in the game?
I don't know. I felt like early in the year they played some really soft stuff and tried to bend but don't break. Tennessee, not so much. Alabama, not so much. They played, more SEC type, closer coverage, and we probably missed some opportunities in that game. And today I have to watch the tape, but I feel like he's getting better.
How valuable was that fourth quarter as far as being able to rotate more guys in on defense and to give them those snaps?
It's great for those kids because what it is a learning process. They all tell me they're ready to play. Why aren't they playing? Why aren't they playing? Well, go break down the tape and watch. You have an opportunity to make a play. Did you make the play? You were in man-to-man. Did you make the play? You were in zone. Did you make the play? You had an open field tackle. Did you make the play? So that great thing is that's a learning experience that they can go back to work on and continue to get better.
On Puglisi, he comes in, looks pretty sharp. He advanced on his second drive. He threw a pick. What went down there? It looked like maybe a little bit of a mix-up there.
No mix-up. It's just errant throw, I guess. I mean, it was not a mix-up. We ran the route we called, and he threw the ball to the other team. That's an interception.
But Gunner uses his legs. Do you want him avoiding more contact?
Yeah, he's beat up. He's beat up, and it's not the design runs getting him. He did a great job. He slid. He made a play today, converted a first down. It's some of it's shots he's taken through the year. It's protection. It's him putting his shoulder down and running hard. But he had some really big conversions that his legs allowed us to have, which those are really frustrating for defenses. But he's got to take care of his body, and we got to help him take care of himself.
How did you feel about your pass rush today and how you guys are kind of progressing in that area?
Look, I'm excited. Put what you want. I get to watch our guys every day in practice. I watched our team have 60, 70-something third downs in 4 games before today, and I have a lot of confidence in our defensive unit, team, pass rush, coverage, third down plan. I feel good about it. I don't feel good about the stats, but, again, you can't look at stats are misleading, guys. There's just not many opportunities we get. If the ball comes out before you get there, then it wasn't probably even good to rush. We should have dropped 11. So it's one of those things that you can't equate to that. Do we need to do better? We need some guys that can win one-on-one inside. Ask them why they went fast on third down, because they didn't want us to put people in there. If we were bad or I thought we had issues, they'd be begging those guys to come on the field. Hey, man, y'all send in those guys on third down. They kept us out of it by going really fast. That's a mechanism we use sometimes because you don't want to face those guys.
You mentioned risk aversion was Gunner growing out of that from earlier in the year. Was that a big mental hurdle for him earlier in the year? Or is it just
I don't think so. I don't think it was a hurdle for him. He wasn't risk averse. He was at times making decisions on, okay, this guy, that guy, what coverage it was, what am I doing with the ball. There was times that it was like I'm going to go run it with my legs, and then there was times that he had to because we didn't protect it well. Go back to the early games. There were some times in there that the protection broke down on him, and as protection has improved, his confidence has improved. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to block them all. You're never going to win all your one-on-one blocks. They got good, twitchy guys. But he gives us the element of when it does break down. Today, we've been talking about off-schedule plays. He gets an off-schedule touchdown run, I think, on a scramble. And then he gets an off-schedule hold on Dylan Bell that really it would have been maybe a touchdown if the guy doesn't hold him. So, teams have to account for what he can do with his legs, and that helps us.
Have time for one more question?
Kirby said this week that you worry about everything. Auburn's got 2 weeks between games. How much of a concern is tweaks they might make this week and next week?
Again, worry about everything, but the priority list is our team more than everybody else. Thanks.